So good evening everybody. Today I want to discuss previous 2 years questions of Neet, in which portions all of you should focus have to focus to that particular portions I have discussed. So yet participate to the discussions. So first of all, the first question is that the map unit. So we know if there are three gene A, B, C, consecutive genes presence, and we know the about map unit or centimorgan, the distance between the chromosomal map is actually measured by it. So some questions can come from genetic maps. So you have to read carefully the what is single crossover, what is double crossover. So you have to read it carefully. And next the question is control from biotechnology. Basically the biological pest management portions. So that is we know Bacillus thuringiensis. So that process is very essential. And next the questions is come from the C8 epitheliaceae, basically associated with the fallopian tubes, we know, or pancreatic duct. So basically which is associated with the C8 epitheliaceae are required to move particles or mucus in a specific direction. In humans, these cells are mainly present in where? Fallopian tubes and pancreatic duct, eustachian tube and salivary duct, bronchioles and fallopian tubes, or bile duct and bronchioles. So you have to find out where this is particularly present. And then next questions is from all of you I have discussed about the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So you have done the questions, and some mathematics will come from that portions. That is the homozygous dominant, heterozygous for the homozygous recessive individuals in the population species. You have to calculate. Okay. And next question is from the kidney. Basically you have to read that portions carefully. That is the what is hydrostatic pressure, which is associated with the glomerular filtration rate. Okay. And there is another question. There is a two column. You have to match. That is, it comes from the host parasite interactions. Such as column 1 contain the parasite, lichens, or mycorrhiza, or saprophyte. And you have to mention which type of relationship is it: symbiotic associations of fungi with plant roots, decompositions of dead organic materials, living plants of animals, or the symbiotic associations of algae and fungi. So you have to, such as symbiotic associations of algae and fungi, we know lichen, or the mycorrhiza, we know fungi with plant roots. So you have to match. You have to find out. So if you gain a suitable knowledge, you can easily differentiate one point from another, and can you choose the precise answers of that particular questions. Okay. So next questions I want to discuss, that is come from the secondary eukaryote. Secondary eukaryote of plant, that is you have to read to that particular portions. And the biodiversity, when you have reading biodiversity, there is a portions to chapter to the class 11, and as well as to a voice show. So you have to read what is sanctuary, what is biosphere reserves, what is national park. So you have to read it carefully. Okay. Okay. So you have to read it carefully, because one question is all of the time come from that portions. Okay. So you have to read it. Okay. So these portions you have to give emphasis, and Next, the questions is come from the drug heroin. So basically, there is a portions where different drugs have been described. The narcotic drugs, the sedative drugs, the ASD drugs, all of we know. Lysergic acid dimethyamide or no. So heroin is synthesized by acetylessence of morphine or glycosylation of morphine or the nitrate of morphine or methylation of morphine. Okay, so methyl group have been addition. So which conditions have been fulfilled just to denote the drug heroin, which is synthesized by acetylation process or the glycosylation process or the nitration process or methylation process of heroin or morphine. Okay, you have to read it. Okay, then the another questions basically come from CXN. All of you know there are different types of CXN: stabilizing CXN, disruptive CXNs. Okay, the directional CXNs and the psychic CXNs. And you have to keep remember, you have to read carefully. The different questions can come out from here. The industrial mechanisms is very essential. The stabilizing CXN is very essential. And the another questions basically very few time come, that is the bottleneck effect and founder effect. Okay, and genetic drift also very essential from here, from that portions. And expressed sequence tags refers to polypeptide expressions, DNA polymorphisms, novel DNA sequences, and genes expressed as RNA. You have to read that portions, which conditions is actually occur here. And you know that these portions were also very essential because the cells of stomach, basically the gastric cells, goblet cells, oxyntic cells, or chief cells, or the duodenal cells. So which cell secrete which hormone, which enzyme, you have to read that portions very carefully. Okay, so thank you.